2020 feels like a wasted year for a lot of us. Going to 2021, we kind of want to make up for that lost time. The best way to do that is to be more productive in the new year. Hey everyone, my name is Alan Z, and I've spent the past 5 years learning and applying different techniques to make my life more productive. Let me preface this by saying more information about productivity is not necessarily helpful. What you want is the right information at the right time. Unfortunately, the internet isn't your personal therapist, and a lot of things you read doesn't click with you there and then. You often end up going in circles. 18 habits from highly productive people. Top 10 productivity tips to achieve more and create peace of mind. 14 unique productivity tips. The same information gets regurgitated using different words and examples, but you can't help just read one more article to see if there's a story in there that resonates with you. Now, there is a lot of good information out there, information I've used to become a more productive person. But there comes a point when learning and applying productivity tips become unproductive. When people succeed at what they set out to do, it is not because they memorized and mastered all the productivity tips in the world. It is because they produced. Sometimes you are already being productive, but you start to second guess yourself. A common productivity tip is to multitask the mundane. For example, when you're about to vacuum the house, why don't you also put on some noise-canceling headphones and start playing an audiobook? Perhaps an audiobook about productivity? So here I am about to vacuum, and I realized I didn't have an audiobook prepared ahead of time. So I set my vacuum aside and start browsing through the catalog to find the right book. For anyone who's ever browsed through Netflix before, you know how hard this is. While I'm browsing, I can't help but notice the vacuum cleaner is just sitting there waiting for me to get back to it. This whole experience becomes a little stressful. On the one hand, I didn't want to settle for a bottom tier book. On the other hand, I didn't want to start vacuuming without something to listen to. If you were truly productive, you wouldn't be stuck in such a dilemma because you would already be fully immersed in your productivity. Let go of distractions when you are already in the middle of action, even if those distractions are productivity tips. Go with the flow and produce results. If you want to curate a list of audiobooks to listen to, then put the vacuum cleaner aside and curate that list of books. Keep your actions separate. Don't let one action hog the attention of another. A lot of great ideas come to me when I shower. There's something about the soothing motion of water flowing down my skin that makes me feel good, and every idea I have in the shower becomes powerful and dynamic. I'm not alone in this. There is a whole subreddit dedicated to shower thoughts with 21 million members in the community. But that's just it. Shower thoughts flow away too easily or drain into a swamp. Thoughts need to be nurtured in order to be realized in the real world, just like how your body needs to be taken care of in order to bring out its luster. When you get carried away by shower thoughts, you are doing a disservice to both your mind and body. There is a time and place for thinking. I have a friend who dedicates a portion of his day just to sitting and staring at a blank wall to think. I respect that. Thinking should not be a second-class citizen. Find some place dry, have a pen and paper at the ready, fully immerse yourself in your thoughts, and record as you go. Now back in the shower, fully immerse yourself in the act of cleansing your body. Feel into that satisfying flow of soap and water carrying the toxins out of every gutter. Excuse my graphic imagination, but your body is your greatest treasure, and it deserves your full, undivided attention. It doesn't matter how powerful your ideas are, if you're going to let them slosh around with you in the shower, they're just going to wash away like dirt. Chances are you probably also did a half-assed job of cleaning the grime from your body. When was the last time you paid attention to your belly button? There's some nasty shit in there. Point is, don't multitask. Treat your body and your thoughts with the attention they deserve. The underlying philosophy behind productivity is to break a big goal into smaller tasks. The completion of each small task is an intrinsic reward that keeps you motivated towards the goal, to create a positive feedback cycle. But what if I'm really tired? It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon and I just had a big meal. I know what my next few tasks are. I have them lined out. In fact, the next task is only gonna take me 5 minutes, max. but I am just so damn tired. At this moment right now, all I want to do is sleep. But I can't sleep because I feel so guilty about not being able to summon up the willpower to do a 5-minute task. The transition from one task to another is the hardest challenge. Here's my tip to you. Stop thinking about the next task. Remember how we broke down a big goal into smaller tasks? Now, break down this very feeling of being tired into its atomic sensations. Feel into that yawn. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly get up from the couch. Hold for a minute. Feel into that squat. Notice how your muscles burn. Take one step at a time. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. All the productivity systems in the world are not going to work if you can't do this one thing right. And that thing is to feel into this moment right now and move through it. Don't beat yourself up for not having enough willpower or the perfect plan. There's a time and place to train your willpower and to concoct your plan. That time is not now. Now is the time to take a moment and just observe. Listen to the sound of that vacuum sucking up dust. Watch the flow of water dripping down your body. Stretch your arms and legs and move through that feeling of fatigue. Productivity is not about doing more. It is about doing less. It is about doing now, and doing now right. My name is Alan Z, Consumerist Monk. I tell stories about harnessing the power of mindfulness to thrive in a society consumed with greed. If you like my video, please smash the like and subscribe button. Your support truly means a lot to me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.